What's up, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my journey in reclaiming my masculine energy, which is a pretty long journey. I'm going to give you just like a little bit of info for this video, but I just finished a workout here at Planet Fitness. I'm still drenched in sweat and the sun is beating down on me right now, but I figured it was a perfect setting because the sun is the masculine energy, the moon is the feminine energy. So to give you guys a long story in an abbreviated version, I feel like in the last 5 years, each year I have leveled up significantly in embodying my masculine energy. And so it was around 2020 that I realized that I was pretty sure I had low testosterone. And when I thought about it, my first association that I had in my mind related to the word testosterone was like in high school, we would kind of make fun of these like football players who thought they were so macho and they walk around with their chest puffed up and stuff. And they're like, this guy's on an ego trip. He's got too much testosterone. And it was like, I realized I had formed this story in my mind that like testosterone was actually a bad thing. This was literally the story that I identified around 2020. And so I started watching some videos, learning more about testosterone, signs of low testosterone, how to naturally increase it. And I found this video that talked about how having high blood sugar massively decreases testosterone. And I was like, holy fucking shit. You know, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 21 or 22, which was 2013, the year 2013. And that's a whole story. But basically, I was on insulin for 6 months, and then I switched to a super strict paleo diet, which I stuck to strictly for 2 years. And I was able to survive. I was able to go without insulin, which is like unheard of on type 1. And my blood sugar was still probably a little bit higher than it should have been, but it was in relatively healthy range. But at the end of 2016, I was tired of having this super strict diet. And for 2 years, I was extremely high blood sugar. And this is when I got super duper skinny because I was severely unhealthy. And I was in denial about it because I didn't want to have to go back on pharmaceutical insulin, which is what every other type 1 diabetic on the planet has to do. But cool Kevin May in this phase of my life was trying to be a rebel against that. But during that 2 years, my testosterone likely went to like almost zero. And interestingly enough, those 2 years was also when I was going through this intense like feminine energy surge, which looking back, a part of me feels weird and awkward about it, but it was kind of like a weird shamanic initiation. And I mean, not necessarily weird. It was literally like a shamanic initiation. And I learned so much through it. And I really do feel like I integrated my feminine energy. But to fast forward, in the end of 2018, I almost died because 2 years of high blood sugar, I went into a diabetic coma and I almost died in the hospital, and it was the worst experience imaginable for me. Anyways, when I got out, I got back on insulin, which is what I needed to survive and what I've been on since then. But as I got out of the hospital, I like started to gain weight and I started to get my life force energy back again. But it was about a year after that, around 2020, I was significantly like overweight and I was just feeling low energy, X, Y, and Z. And this is when I realized like, oh shit, all those years of high blood sugar probably just killed my testosterone. So now I need to learn how to like get it back naturally. So in the last 5 years, I've been on this like quest, and I've honestly barely talked about it because I don't know, I've done a lot of different stuff and I feel like a million times better. So I feel like it's a crime against humanity for me to not share some of my story, at least with other men who are on a similar journey. But that's what I'm going to be doing in this workshop that I'm going to be leading this Monday, July 7th. So if you are a man and you're interested in this, please send me a message. If you know a man that's struggling, but the workshop isn't just going to talk about like testosterone and stuff. It's really going to be a safe space for men to open up about whatever they might be struggling with, because I know how much I've struggled and I know how much better I feel now. And if I could help another brother even to feel like 1 or 2% better, then I feel like I'll be successful in my intention. So anyway, that's just like a brief snippet. I know this is on my story, so there's going to be like 6 different parts. But yeah, I feel like I have so much I know I have so much to share on this. I'm just trying to find like the right way to share it. So I'm starting off by doing this workshop, which we've already got like 17 brothers signed up. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. It will also be recorded so you can watch the replay. And there's going to be a 30-day group chat on Facebook to keep us in contact and keep the energy going. So yeah, that's the message for now. But yeah, I feel like I have a lot more to share on this. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to my super sweaty self. And I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.